Hey, what's up, guys? It's first vlog here. Just driving on the Mass Pike out west, back to RPI. Just finished up with a break at home. I'm trying to talk loud. Might be kind of hard to hear me, but my sister got me this nifty little phone case, phone holster that attaches the suction cup to the windshield, so it kind of it's pretty cool. It points the camera right at me. It's a front-facing camera on my phone, so I can see. It shakes a little bit because I'm going pretty fast, and it's also a loud car. But it points right at me, and I can sort of see what it sees because it's a front-facing camera. So also the screen is facing me while it's filming. Just driving on the Mass Pike. Seen a lot of trucks. Not sure what exactly to talk about. Usually, you know, like when you're driving or doing something sort of mundane, like mowing the lawn or driving on the highway, or you take a shower, even, you know, you sort of start to have internal conversations in your head that you think are super interesting. You think, yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of interesting to make a vlog out of. Probably not, and also I don't have any right now, except that, I guess. There's a little bit of a concern for weather. It's supposed to start snowing around 6. Now, I left around 3, and on a quick trip, that's about a 3-hour drive from home to school, so we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm, you know, maybe an hour into it. It's like 4 o'clock, so I still got a ways to go. You can see I'm wearing a shirt. I got this shirt for Christmas too for my mom. It's an NES controller. I never had an NES. I was a little bit too young for that. My first was an SNES, a SNES. But I respect the NES. I played it at friends' houses, you know, Dr. Mario and such. I had some NES games. On the SNES, I had the sort of compilation of NES Mario games. It had Super Mario 2, which is the weird sort of Japan. They didn't want to put the Japanese version out, so they just massed another game as a Mario game 3, and then some other stuff. That was fun. I'm probably not going to put this on YouTube. If I do, it's going to be as a joke because this is bad and I'm aware it's bad. Maybe it can be funny if like I make it really long and nothing ever really comes out of it, and I keep putting these up, and someone finds my YouTube page and there's like 100-hour-long vlogs and they're all really boring and they're not edited at all. Like, that'd be kind of funny, I think, but I don't know. I just caught up on Archer Season 3 while I was home. I missed a lot of it. I didn't see any of it live last year for some reasons. But anyway, I caught up on them. It's pretty good. It kind of does doing that thing a little bit where, and maybe all shows do this, and you only realize it if you're watching a show as it's being made, as opposed to like, you know, blasting through an entire show on Netflix. But it feels like it's a little bit too aware of its popularity and the little things that fans like and that they talk about on message boards, on the Archer subreddit, stuff like that. Like, it's a little too conscious of it, and it's sort of playing to that a little bit more than it should be. You know, I got that feeling a lot way back when Family Guy came back. And, you know, it seemed like the first handful of episodes were just sort of it playing on its own what it, you know, the jokes it knew people liked, instead of being actually creative, which is pretty annoying. I find it pretty annoying. Futurama did that a little bit when it came back, but it has been good. Shows tend to do that, I guess. And Archer, it kind of seemed like it was doing it. Like, at the beginning of Season 3, it seemed like they were sort of pushing the sploosh thing more than they had been, and I don't know, it's maybe not, maybe it's just something I've been seeing that's not really there, but it felt that way a little bit. But it was still very funny. The first episode of Season 4 came out out a couple days ago. I haven't seen that yet. I didn't catch it live because I hadn't caught up through season 3 yet. And Archer kind of does carry through. It's not super important to the comedy, but it does carry through plot. You know, it actually has a plot. It's not totally like each episode is a separate thing. So, you know, I didn't want to go through and miss all that. The other thing is, Arrested Development's coming back. I'm scared that it's going to suck. That it's going to do that same thing where it's a little bit too aware, and all of the humor, or too much of the humor, is going to come not from, I want to say callbacks. That's not really fair in Arrested Development's case, because a lot of its humor does come from callbacks, but it's done in a different way. I'm afraid it's going to be more references than callbacks. Just references like, huh, you remember how we said there's always money in the banana stand? Like, yeah, that was us. That was really funny. And now we're just saying it again. You should laugh. That kind of stuff. I really hope it doesn't fall into that. And I also hope it's not just not funny. Because it is, I don't know, you kind of wonder. It's been, what, like 7 years since the 3rd season? So, you know, maybe it's not going to be funny anymore. And that's the other thing. You know, if they come out, it's the same people making it, it's the same actors, you know, everything is fully endorsed, whatever, and they come out with a terrible season or a terrible movie or something, you know, that in my mind, that kind of tarnishes the previous good stuff. But should it? It's something I'm not sure of. It probably should. You know, maybe the first 3 seasons should always stand alone as classic, because they are classic. You know, I mean, it seems like maybe with The Godfather they made the 3rd one, and everyone always like, oh, The Godfather, it's amazing. You know, if you ignore the 3rd one. And I don't know, I never saw the 3rd one for that reason, I guess. So maybe that's an example of how coming back and being poor doesn't tarnish the previous work, the previous good work. Although I don't know, The Godfather was good. I never was crazy about The Godfather. I was more of a Goodfellas guy anyway. But you know, so you know, The Godfather Part 3. I feel like I didn't see it. I feel like it probably wasn't as bad as people thought, because it came out in like 1990, I think. So it was really coming back after a long time, because the first 2 were a long time before that. So maybe people never really gave it a chance to be good, because it's nominated for Best Picture, I think. And you know, maybe that was people thinking, oh, it's a Godfather movie, it should be. Because at that point, when the 3rd one came out, the first 2 were already sort of regarded, my understanding, I mean, it came out the year I was born, the first 2 were already regarded as classics. So, you know, there's some people who are instantly going to like the 3rd one because of that, or are instantly going to judge very harshly the 3rd one because of that. And the same thing with Star Wars. You know, I didn't see the first 3 by the time the second 3 came out. And I heard that the second 3 were, well, there were some people who loved the second 3, but most people hated the second 3. And I always thought, yeah, that's probably just because, you know, they sort of have nostalgia. Maybe not nostalgia, because, well, yeah, probably nostalgia. They sort of thought very fondly of the first 3, and anything that the second 3 did is instantly going to be scrutinized. But then this summer, I saw episode 1, and it actually is just a god-awful movie. It's terrible. It's so tropey. It doesn't make any sense. It's really bad. So that's where it's justified. But that's also an example, I guess, where new work in the canonization, you know, official timeline work by the same people that's terrible doesn't necessarily tarnish, you know, the original work, because people still highly regard the first 3 episodes. So I don't know. Well, I'm going to call that an end to my first vlog. Just talking about movies and stuff, I guess. I'm not super educated, but alright, see ya.